Hey guys, it's Dave Chung from Compass. I hope you're doing well. In this video, we're going to dig into the latest housing market stats for Wilmette, and be sure to stick around to the end for my tips for both buyers and sellers. So since our update last month, the median home sale price in Wilmette has been relatively flat at $850,000. This represents about a 10.5% increase over the prior year. Now, just for reference, the median home sale price for the entire New Trier School District is at about $975,000, which is up about 8.3% from last year. So what this shows is that Wilmette has appreciated a little bit more than New Trier as a whole. The number of new listings in Wilmette in November was 14. This is down about 56% from the prior month and about 60% from the prior year. Now, I wanted to dig into it a little bit closer, and of the 14 homes that came on the market in November, only 5 of them are still available. 8 of them have gone under contract, and 1 of them has closed already. Which leads us right into the big headline, the month's supply of inventory. Now, the month's supply of inventory is one of my favorite metrics to track, and right now in Wilmette, it is at 0.6 months. Now, we've been at record lows for all of 2021, but 0.6 months is something that I've never seen before. Now, if we look at the last 10 years of monthly data, you can see how this number is relatively cyclical, and here we are in 2021. Even if we smooth this data out a little bit by using a 12-month trailing average, you can see how the month's supply of inventory just falls off a cliff in 2021, and here we are in November, December at an all-time low. So what does this all mean? Well, not to sound like a broken record, but we are in an inventory crisis. All the headlines that you see across the country absolutely apply to us here on the North Shore as well. There simply are not enough homes on the market to satisfy the buyer demand. Now, the key part of that statement is the second half, to satisfy the buyer demand. If we look at the last 5 years in Wilmette, typically on average, we sell somewhere about 360 to 370 homes per year. Now, over the last 2 years, in 2020 and 2021, that number has gone up significantly. We've basically sold an extra 157 houses over the last 2 years over, a typical year. So the problem isn't necessarily that nobody's putting their house on the market. It's quite the contrary. As you can see, over the last 2 years, we've sold way more houses than we would have in a typical year. It's just that the houses that are coming on are selling so fast that they can't meet that buyer demand. Now, you may be asking, do all of these extra sales mean that we've satisfied that demand and things will start to cool off? Well, I don't think that's the case for a couple of reasons that the data doesn't tell you. One, it doesn't tell you how many buyers we're personally working with right now, or the number of new buyers that call us every day that are entering the market. It also doesn't tell you that over the last year, the majority of the listings that we've had have all sold with multiple offers. Do I think that the people that didn't get that house ended up buying something else? Not necessarily. I think they're still in the market today. And it also doesn't tell you how many calls, texts, or emails I get every day from other agents in our area asking what houses do we have coming on, because they have buyers looking as well. So do I think things are going to cool down? Short answer is no. If anything, I think that this coming spring market in 2022 is going to be just as crazy, if not crazier, than 2021. So here we go. If you're a buyer, what should you do? Well, it's time to gear up and get focused. You absolutely need to be working with an agent because things are going to get crazy fast. And I also think that you need to have realistic expectations. The chances of you getting the first house that you bid on are relatively low, so we need to be vigilant and move quickly. So far this year in Wilmette, we've represented more buyers than anybody else, so we know this market well. Feel free to reach out and let's get geared up for 2022. Now, for sellers, this is the time to reach out. We're currently prepping a lot of listings for that spring market, and even if you're not going to go on the market right away, it's still good to get the process started now. So that's it for this month. I'll be back after the new year to recap the full 2021 market. Feel free to reach out if we can help in any way, and I hope to see you soon.